So my contraceptive experience started when I was 18. So it's been a bit of a journey to really find out what works for me and educate myself on what's really going to stop me falling pregnant at that point in time. Yeah. So I started 18, went on the pill. It was fine, it was great. Didn't have any issues with it, and then went into a bodybuilding industry and I went off the pill. So I was on the pill from 18 to about 25, so a long time. Then went off it, and the only reason that I kind of went off it was more just from around hormone point. And bodybuilding, then met someone, and then was just like, I'll try to go back on the pill again, and that was an absolute disaster. I ended up like a crazy person, like literally wanting to run in front of a train. It really psychologically was not good. So I stopped that immediately, and then just basically used withdrawal method for quite some time. So, and then my doctor has suggested, because I didn't want to do the Deprova, I think it was called. Then I tried a diaphragm, and that didn't like that at all. It was horrible. So I tried that for a little while. My husband at the time was okay with it, but it just psychologically for me, just every time it was inserted and just the smell of it and the feel of it was not good. And then went up into going totally free for 10 years. So I had no contraception for 10 years through my marriage and was using withdrawal method the whole time. And never fell pregnant and never counted my cycle. I was very regular at that point in time because that was before kids. Then I had my son and everything was normal, back to normal with my period cycle. Wasn't heavy until I had my daughter, still in between. Didn't use contraception when I was breastfeeding, just again went back to withdrawal method. Had my daughter, and then that's when my periods just got really, really heavy, and I'm like, I've got to do something. Went back to my doctor, and he just said, well, let's try, because I've tried the pill, and I actually didn't want to put any more chemical kind of hormonal contraception in my body. So he said, try Marina. So I was like, my cousin had one, she loved it. It was two things in one, so I thought, took away periods, yay. And then secondly, it was contraception as well. So I did that and loved it, and it worked really well. About 2 years in, I got some really funky kind of symptoms, a bit of pulling, and I thought, oh, maybe it's moved. Went in, had a appointment. It hadn't moved, but psychological for me, I was like, no, I'm not sexually active anymore. I've had my kids, I'll just have it taken out, which was fine until 2 cycles in, and then periods came back really heavy again. Put up with that for a while, but then changed my dietary. So I went carnivore, and then had my Marina back in. So I went back in and I said, I can't stand this anymore. He was just like, okay, Natalie. Put it back in. Was great. So nearly 2 years now in July. It's been phenomenal. However, being in the dietary space that I'm in, my periods have come back regularly, which for me I think is okay because that's my body doing its thing, but it's not as heavy, which is great. And then, yeah, I don't have to worry about any contraception now either. So I love it. It's perfect for me.